Welcome to the Tupton Tap.
Hello!
With Ollie, Bird and Charlie, yep.
How we doing? Alright?
There'll be blood, sweat and tears and plenty of beers.
Lovely
So come
stuff.
along and have a chat. It's the Tupton Tap.
It's the Tupton Tap, isn't it?
Hello and welcome to the Tupton Tap Pubcast. I think it is episode 6. Ollie, can you tell me?
I think it is episode 6. I can confirm.
We've got Ollie's officially counting all this. Me and Jack, me and Jack are always too drunk to even know. This week we've got some bad news. We're all getting sent to a desert island.
I know.
Sorry,
it's a
guys.
shame. Moraphotically? Wow.
Metaphorically, Ollie just invented a word.
I am tired.
Metaphorically.
Metaphorically. Yeah, that one.
We're working on it, guys.
We're
I'm going to buy you a dictionary for your birthday.
Oh, cheers,
Metaphorically.
thank you.
Thesaurus. So unfortunately, we're all getting sent to a desert island. Cue some Hawaiian music or some waves, maybe. That'd be more apt. And we've been told we're allowed to take 5 things each. Only 5 things. Does anyone know what these 5 things are?
Oh yeah, we should point out we're only allowed inanimate objects because one of my first ideas was a brewery, and then we decided inanimate objects.
You can't really fit that in your backpack,
No,
can you?
can't really get
I was
that
going
in,
to
can
say other people, but apparently again.
No, I think there's laws against putting people in the luggage hold.
Whatever. I don't know how it's going to work, to be honest with you.
Yeah, so
It's going to be like a lost situation where we're all on a plane, everybody else dies,
Yeah,
but
we've got
us
5
but
favourite
then
things.
we've all got a suitcase full of our essential items.
and then we're all
Yeah.
dead in the end anyway.
So we've got
Plot. This is a
sounds
spoiler
plot
alert.
twist. You just ruined Lost if anyone's not seen Lost.
Well, it depends what you bring. So does anyone here know what we're allowed to bring? I've not heard the info yet. What we're allowed to bring?
We've said beverage, not necessarily alcoholic, but I mean we're all alkies here, so probably alcoholic. Please
Amy's
drink
in here.
responsibly. A movie, a film, an album, and 2 wildcard items,
So it could be anything you want.
which is anything you want as long as
anything
it's an
you want.
animate object.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Of
this
course.
is gonna be a hard one, I reckon.
It
We
is.
don't know what each other have picked.
With
This
a lot of
obviously-
thinking.
We're not actually getting sent to a desert island. It's all a bit of fun, but let's all role play for a little bit.
Oh, brilliant. That's what I like.
Ollie's loving it.
I'm loving it.
But it took Ollie probably about a good 2 hours to figure out
I
what he wanted.
really struggled
Should
with
we stick
the,
it on Ollie first? I think we
with
should
the
stick it
film.
on
We
Ollie
should.
first.
Come on then, Ol. So,
I might
guys, we're
go
going to jump
first.
straight in.
Well, are we jumping into the beer section first, or the
We're going to start with beer, Ollie. We
Right.
want to
Go
know
on then,
what
what's
beer
your
or
beer?
what soft beverage you want to take. I'm happy with either. I don't mind.
Well, I'm thinking about it, right? And I'm thinking that if you're gonna take anything, you're on a desert island by yourself. You might as well get drunk. So I've
Make the best of
decided.
a bad situation.
Of course. And I'm thinking there's no point in taking, some petty 4% beer. So I thought I'm gonna take some Kraken rum.
Some Kraken rum.
I think
yeah.
I could have called that, to be fair.
What, just the one bottle?
Well, I'm gonna take a crate full if I'm allowed to, but obviously I don't know what the rules are in terms of do we have a limited supply of
Well,
our chosen beverage?
We said
Get
a
an
backpack,
airdrop every
but
week.
Yeah.
I could say that, couldn't we? We're
Yeah.
bending the rules here a bit, but let's just say that's the one drink you're allowed.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can have sea salty water.
Yeah,
Um,
great. So sea
bet
salt
that'd go
water
nice
and
with rum,
Kraken rum.
actually.
Yeah,
Is that,
beautiful.
your mixture of choice?
That's a mixture of choice, and Kraken rum. It's to do with sea.
Salt is
Innit?
a flavouring answer, isn't it?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you might find a little. Watch Pirates of the Caribbean where they get put on the desert island and they find loads of rum in like a little cake.
Yeah,
like a little-
I reckon I've probably seen that.
You
at
do
one
realise
point
I'm
in
going
my
to
life.
try this when I get home now. I'm going to stick some rum in some salty water.
Yeah, just to make sure. Yeah,
See what it's
definitely-
like.
yeah. You just putting that out there like, oh, yeah, definitely tastes great. And then you've not tried it yet. But yeah, might have had even more rum there.
Of course, yeah. So I think I'd pick Kraken rum just because it's quite strong and it'll just get me drunk.
The Canadian stuff, not the.
Yeah. So the
Yeah.
Canadian stuff, because the Canadian stuff's like 40% in it.
Yeah,
It's
right.
more than that. It's like
50.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
Navy strength's normally 50, so I'd say
So,
it's like
um,
50 odd.
so. Yeah, so it's better than the stuff over
Are
here.
you just going to drink that straight?
I think so, yeah. Because I'm thinking about it. Again, you don't want to go for some stupid 4% beer because you're going to be all bloated by the time you're pissed. So
And
surely
who
you
wants
want
to be
something
sober
strong.
on a
But let's
desert
just
island?
let
Yeah.
the listeners know it's not about getting drunk.
I mean, if you're on a desert island, it definitely is.
Maybe, yeah.
You've probably not
There's
got much to
nothing
live
else-
for.
there's
have
But
nothing
you?
when
else
you're
to
in the
do.
Tupton Tap, it's about the good
No,
times.
yeah, no,
Oh,
that's a
100%.
good environment, you know. You want to enjoy
Yeah.
your beer there. You're
you've
dying
brought-
on a desert island, slowly
You've
dehydrating
brought
to
us
death
out
with all
the-
you've bought with
brought
your
us out the
rum.
zone here, mate. We're in a desert island here, not in the.
Oh, sorry. Cue the waves again. So I'd say that's pretty amicable. I can
Right.
accept that. If you went to like something like Old Moot, I'd be like, get out.
No, because
Yeah.
I think you'd end up just fat all the time.
What?
It's just pure sugar.
What
Yeah.
Are we doing all the drinks first then? We're going to do it like that?
Yeah.
I think so. So
Yeah.
what have you gone for, Charles, then? I feel like you're going to... I think Ollie's thought of it as very much of a practical, let's get drunk sort of
Yeah.
way.
So now I'm thinking I went beer. I was like,
Yeah,
when
we knew it,
we said, oh, what we're gonna do, I was like, oh no, I'm getting. I was
to
gonna
be
go
fair-
for Astrid by Thornbridge.
Good.
That's
good
fairly
choice.
strong though in beer terms, right?
No, that's weak, Ollie.
Is it?
Mm,
I'm
yeah.
thinking.
I'll forgive you for that one.
I'm thinking of Jaipur then.
Yeah,
To be
yeah.
fair,
What's
I
like
mean,
5%?
You do run a real ale pub. I think if you chose anything other than real ale, you'd have been lynched.
Well, I'm on a desert island, mate, so does it really matter?
Yeah, good point. No one can
Yeah, I
get
don't
to
think
it.
anyone cares. Really.
Protected by the seas.
Mainly because I never tire of that beer. I literally am like,
it's very nice.
No,
I
but
could
I
just
think
drink
if
that for
you're
days.
just drinking it, I think you'd get bored of it.
no, mate.
And I think because
I
you've
just
got to
said
drink, I think
I
you've got
never
to drink
tire
it
of
to
that
get
beer.
drunk.
He did just say it. He did just say he never tires of
Heard
it.
it here first.
Heard it
Oh,
first.
all right, yeah,
He did.
Yeah. So why would
Well, maybe from the same desert island together, Ollie, we could do a bit of a swap.
Yeah.
No, because I won't want your beer.
You might
That's a
just
good
crack there and you go, oh, I hate cider and rum now.
Yeah, yeah.
Beer's the only one for me.
Maybe
Yeah,
the sun,
yeah.
maybe the heat stroke. And
Maybe
the sun
maybe
will change
one day
your
I
mind.
might eventually turn that I like it. Yeah.
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 As
All
your
the
palate
sea
grows.
sea salty water.
So would you just pick it then because you don't get bored of it?
Yeah, I was thinking of beers I just don't tire of, and like, it's just that one. It's just that is my. It's vegan as well. So if I meet
Right,
any
yeah.
tribes on there that are vegan, I'd be like, look, I've got this.
Yeah,
I,
there you go.
highly doubt it.
You never know.
I think we're just going to be eating meat, really, aren't we? To
So
survive?
Charlie's on about ruining ancient traditions of tribes and getting
yeah.
them drunk for their food.
Yeah,
Yeah.
completely.
That's finally like a good way.
Show them the good old English culture.
Nice one, nice one.
This is how we do it back in my hometown.
That's it.
To be fair, that sounds pretty colonial. That turned pretty sinister then.
It did, yeah. I'm going over with beer. But no, that's my choice. So Thornbridge out there, if
I
you
rate it.
want to supply me with some beer for my my island journey, then
We'd be very happy.
So for
you know
a
where I am. I
weekly
live at
airdrop.
Tupton Tap.
Shout out Thornbridge, great brewery.
Alright, then go on, Jack.
I've gone a similar route to Ollie, and I thought, if I'm on a desert island, I'm probably not gonna want to be sober for most of the time. So, but then I also thought I can't just pick a beer because I know Charlie will pick a beer. And I thought let's go a bit left field. So I've picked a Bloody Mary. Well, not one Bloody Mary, but a lot of Bloody
Is
Marys.
this pre-mixed?
Nice.
Yeah, pre-mixed.
Is
It
this
comes as a Bloody
Yeah,
Mary.
so you can't really
mixed by the
agree.
best bartenders and flown over in bottles or whatever.
What about
and,
ice, mate? What about ice?
That's all sorted. We get care packages,
Nah,
what I understand is if we're getting
bending the
care
rules.
packages, why can't they just land and pick
Well,
us up?
anyway, in my Bloody Mary,
Not
'cause
possible.
All right.
you have a
all right.
Bloody Mary, don't
Too
you?
dangerous to land.
Oh,
It's like
yeah.
a breakfast drink, cures your hangover. Now, if I'm drinking all day, and I'm going to be very drunk all day, I'm always going to have a hangover. So I thought, if I can have a hangover cure and get drunk at the same time, 2 birds, 1 stone.
That sounds like a pretty good idea.
So that was my idea.
Although I'll tell you what, I don't know if I can't stomach Bloody Marys at all.
Can you not?
No.
I do like a Bloody Mary.
Again, I reckon you just get sick of it.
If anything, they settle my stomachs.
Wait, last time I had one, I was dry retching on the side of the street.
No, brilliant.
Oh, lovely.
Just
like,
paint that picture in your mind. Just
That's
try.
my-
Just.
Chloe, my other half, was next to me just laughing at me.
Oh, bless
She's,
you.
Yeah.
she's like, you don't like Bloody Marys. I was like, I know, but it was like 2 for 1 cocktails.
When
and
was
I was
it?
like, this was like a couple of years ago, and I was
Yeah.
just, I wasn't even drunk. I was just kind of like,
just,
So
because
knew
I
you
do
didn't
not
like Bloody
condone
Marys.
drinking,
One of them
guys.
ones.
just did not settle well with you.
It's just, it's the intensity of the tomatoes. I love tomatoes. I love like cooking with tomatoes. I like eating whole tomatoes. I just can't drink a Bloody Mary.
Can't drink tomatoes.
You put vodka in it, I'm done in.
There we
A
go.
bit of celery on top, no way. Not for me.
Cayenne pepper. There's
So-
not cayenne pepper in it. I don't know where I got that from.
Jack,
Yeah.
you don't have to worry. If we're on a desert island together, I will definitely not be stealing
So
your
that's
drinks.
good. Yeah. So
That's
you
it.
two can
So
swap
we
and
would-
change. I'll be getting
No,
drunk
'cause I
and
wouldn't take his
undrunk
beer
on
either. So I think we've all
Bloody
picked quite good ones where it's just for us.
I do.
Yeah,
I do
so-
like both of yours though. So
Well, that's not a
the good
surprise,
here.
really, is it?
But again, the people that are doing this to us, that are sending us there, they've not told us whether we can go together or not.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
No, I thought that's why we agreed that we'll be on the same island.
we don't make the rules here. All.
Oh, okay,
No, I was gonna
sorry.
say, I don't know
forgot
what-
there was a
what do you
higher
think this
power
is?
telling what we're doing.
Yeah, yeah. Right then. So I think we've
That's
all made good
beverages
choices on
over.
drinks. Beverage is definitely over. Ollie, can you tell us if I take any film or TV show?
Oh, you're doing
Go on.
TV show. I thought we were doing album now. Okay, right, we'll go for film.
Sorry, mate.
Film.
So I've been thinking about it, right, and I really struggled with this one because I didn't really know what to say. So I've thought about it, and I thought, really, you want to think something what will make you not want to go back to humanity. So I thought, a
Oh,
war
yeah, so
film.
good- yeah,
So
don't
I
wanna be
decided to go
lonely.
for Fury because it just shows
Oh.
how shit humanity is,
Good
where we
movie.
just have wars.
Good movie.
It's a very good film, and it would just make me not want to go home.
That's a really weird way of thinking about it. Like,
Well, I was thinking,
What will make me the least lonely? How shit people are.
yeah, because everyone ends up dying in that film anyway, don't they? Right. So I think it would give you a bit of a sense of,
Could be worse.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I could be getting
Could be-
shot
could be
instead. I'm
stuck
just
in a
getting,
tank.
Instead
Yeah,
of
getting
getting
blown
pissed on a desert island, and I'll just die eventually.
Just to let everyone know, there's going to be a DVD player and a CD player here.
Oh yeah, we decided that.
Yeah, we didn't. High Powers did.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah, the
High
High
Powers.
Powers
They texted us. They were like, "By the way, guys, we'll give you a DVD player and a CD player."
It's not
Why
Blu-ray.
don't we just have like
Yeah, we're
an
roughing it. It's
iPhone
not
or
Blu-ray.
something?
What'd you say?
Why don't
What
we have
was
like an iPhone or something that has both the album and the film on
Then
it?
why don't we just ring someone to come
Because
save us?
there'll be no signal, mate. You're on an island.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Yeah, are you going to stream it then?
You don't
but
stream
I know,
it,
I'd
you just have
rather
it downloaded onto your
I'd
phone.
rather have the
That-
CD player
The
than the
higher
DVD player.
powers, they're very high,
Nah,
but
because
they're not that high.
They'll get damaged.
No, they're
CDs
indestructible.
and
These are.
CDs don't last forever. Same
No,
with
they're
DVDs.
No, I
indestructible.
reckon what it does is it projects into the sky. You just hear it. You just hear it.
Magically, in
is
your
this
brain.
The higher
It's an
power
implant in
tells
your
us, or is this
brain.
You.
I've just been told this.
Okay, sorry. Just right now, yeah, it's beamed to your head.
Yeah, if it was up to me, I wouldn't be sending myself to a desert island.
No, I can't say
Come
that
on,
one.
Ollie.
But,
So you're going for
I'm
Fury.
going for Fury for those reasons I said.
I think
Weird
that's
reasons, but I get it.
a very logical way of thinking about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great.
I'm going to watch
I'll
something
accept that.
morbid to make myself feel
No,
better.
but I think you've got to. Yeah, I think that's what you've got to do. I think you've got to say that how shit everything else is that you don't want to go back.
You got to make light of it all.
Yeah, I think you've got to. So then that's the way I'd do it.
I'm alright with that.
Hmm.
I can
But it
accept
also
that.
had to be a good film as well, because like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You could have
You
picked a
only
good
get
film
bored
then.
watching
mate, Fury is a good film.
Speaking of good films, I went the opposite. I thought replayability. I don't want. You think, well, my favourite movies, but the thing is, your favourite movies, you watch them, you get bored of them, don't you?
Mm.
So
Yeah.
I've gone for Rocky 5 because everyone knows it's the worst Rocky movie. So, and Rocky movies are my favourite. So I thought if I can watch that and then I can think, I've just bought this shitty movie, and then I can have all the good memories of all the good
Surely
Rocky
though,
movies.
would it not make you be like, oh, he's such a bad actor?
And
You'd
we're
be
like, that's
surely
like, I
you'd
think
want
you
to
just
go
think
back and make
into
a
it.
point that you're a better actor. Oh, I need to get off this island.
No, I
Let's
think you
tell
just,
everyone I'm
I
a
think you
better
just
actor.
say shit. I should have picked a better Rocky film.
No, because then I'm
Maybe.
thinking, I've bought Rocky 5. What have I done here? And then I've got all the good memories of the other Rocky movies, but I'm not ruining them. It's a good way of bringing my
I think
nostalgia.
I was thinking
out,
about it.
I
It's like I was gonna pick something which is like trippy. So it's like
feel. trippy.
so you watch it over and over again. Like you get different parts that you understand the film in different ways.
Yeah.
I can't
See,
think of film off the
Or
top
like
of my
The
head.
Matrix or something like that.
I thought
Yeah.
about getting like a trippy film and getting something like very interesting and like a bit like a Tarantino movie where it's sort of a twist in it. And stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, no, because the problem is you're a high chance you could be freaking out this time. Like, oh god, I'm by myself.
No, cause then you need to get drunk.
Yeah. But so I know right, if I remember like I think I was ill when I was ill a couple months ago. I had a bit of delusional state and I got a bit freaked out by it all. And the only thing that calmed me down was a SpongeBob SquarePants movie.
Oh.
What
And
the
so I'd take that film with me because like
Yeah,
if,
that's quite
if
clever.
it was
that is.
proper thunder and storm, it was
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
a bit stormy, and I was like, oh, it's a bit weird, it's a bit freaky. If there's some weird noises going on, just whack SpongeBob SquarePants on.
Keeps you happy.
Yeah, that's
Sorts
quite
you
good.
out.
Like
'Cause that's quite like a light. It lightens you up a bit, doesn't
It
it?
does.
That
And
is, yeah.
I know it was SpongeBob SquarePants, sponge out of water. That's what it was.
I'm gonna have to, you do it. I'm gonna have to watch that now.
It's very good. It's on Netflix.
Is
I've
it?
got Netflix. That's gonna.
I'm
I
not
watched
gonna
it
watch
like
it.
2 in the morning in like a delusional state when I was like very ill. I was like, wow, this is
Wow.
great. The CGI is great in this. I think the only scary
SpongeBob.
thing about that movie is the pirate in it, and I was like,
So I wouldn't know. I've not
I used
watched
to
the film.
love SpongeBob.
It's
I've
great.
never been a fan of films. They're too long. They
you,
cannot hold my attention.
you want it
for
like
long.
that? You want like
Oh.
instant?
It's just I think like it's more the thought of having to watch it for like an hour and a half or 2 hours, which I think gets me. Like,
Yeah, but
once I'm
Ollie,
watching it, I'm
You're on a
alright.
desert island, mate.
I know. I'm just saying in
You're
general.
killing time here.
I know.
I
I'm
like
saying in general.
the idea how most people watch the movie because they can't be asked to read the book, and Ollie's like, I don't even have time for the movie, mate.
No, I mean the book would take me literally 2 months.
You
to
just
read,
want
so.
to chop down the movie into just the main parts.
Just a
Sorted.
clip
Yeah,
show.
just you literally just
Give me the
pictures,
highlights.
Just
Cut all the
pictures.
bullshit out.
See, I don't know. I felt like I found the funniest thing so far is we're talking about going to desert island and we're like, what's your film, TV show, or beer you take? We've not even built shelter. We've not
Yeah,
even got
no.
food here. We're just
Nah,
like,
you see, I think we'll come on to that later.
is that
in the wild card.
insight into what your wild cards are?
Maybe
Oh, have
it's
you
like-
actually used useful things?
So
Well, we'll see.
we may as well move on. I think we've all figured out what we're.
We've exhausted
bringing-
the. Okay. So what's next?
So music. If you got one album,
Albums, okay, okay.
one piece of music you want to take.
All right. So
What's
this
it
is
gonna
a
be?
tough one for me because I love music. So I've got a lot of albums which I'd like
Hmm.
to take, as I'm sure you would, Charlie. But
Same. Yes.
are we going for me first?
Yeah,
All right,
I'm
brilliant.
looking
Yeah, that's
at
why I'm
you.
looking at you, mate.
Okay, great. So I decided because I was thinking about it, and I was like, the one that I like the most, I could probably listen to again and again,
Yeah,
is by the Rifles. It's The Great Escape.
The Great Escape by the Rifle.
The Great Escape by the Rifles.
Do you not think that that theme might make you a bit stir crazy?
No, I don't know. I think it would, but then every album's going to be like that, though. Every album's going to make you... You're going to get bored of it. You're like, I'm fed up.
No, I'm talking about the title, The Great
Oh, The
Escape.
I didn't think about that. That's quite deep. Oh, Charlie.
Yeah,
you've,
I did not think...
Dropped into
Yeah, I
different
think it would,
mindset
but I
there.
think it would give you hope as well. That one day you'll have a great escape.
Yeah, maybe
One
that
day.
album will push you to
Push
build
you
a
to-
raft.
That's one good thing about Rocky 5. I just thought of it. Motivational, innit?
I've
Motivates
never
to keep
watched
moving.
Rocky
You
5.
can find some steps on the
go
desert
running
island and run up them.
them. Makes them out of trees, doesn't it?
That's it. Yeah, you can climb up a tree.
Jesus, right, okay.
That
But
should
no,
be
so that would be my album of choice. Not for any discernible reason other than that I just like it. Every
Just
song
an
on there is
album.
good.
That's a very honest answer.
I remember
I
when you
like
used to love the Rifles. I don't know if you still do love them.
I
but
still listen to it quite a bit, but
I
So he's
when you
taken
got
it to the
obsessed
desert
with-
island. He must
I
still
remember-
love him.
yeah, good point. And we went to they were at Tramlines, weren't they?
yeah, they're very good at
Yeah.
tramlines. Yeah.
They were. You took me. I'd never really heard them, and Ollie was like, "Come on, we're going to watch this band. They're called the Rifles." I was like, "All right then, come along." And they were actually very good.
And then we sat down. They walked past us, didn't they?
Yeah. You
I
were
sh- I
like,
really-
that's the,
I-
that's
they
the
ignored
lead
you.
singer.
Well, I should have went up and said sort of hello, but I didn't want to be one of those.
One of those.
Yeah, one of
Yeah,
those
pushy
people.
fans.
Fanboys.
Yeah. So I just sort of left
Will you
it.
sign my left nipple?
Yeah. We decided I'll get tattooed over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't think it was. I didn't do it.
That's a good story.
That's the end of that
I
story.
nearly met the dude from the Rifles,
Yeah.
but then I didn't.
That sums it up. But yeah. So how about you, Bert?
That's the
What-
time.
So
Title there.
I'm now hoping that Jack chooses the Rocky 5 soundtrack. Climbing up a tree.
Damn it! I missed something there. I missed one.
All you do
Yeah.
is just have the film playing. Why are you doing
No,
it?
no,
Yeah.
you can't do that.
Oh,
Yeah,
fine,
no,
yeah.
I missed a trick there. No, I've gone again. I tried not to be normal. And I've gone left field again. And
Indie, hipster, is that what we're going to call it?
yeah,
It's going to be some
Like
band no one's ever heard of.
well,
Red
yeah.
Faces.
Yeah. Oh my.
Thank you.
Well, again, I thought replayability, same sort of theory as the movie. I don't want to make my favourite albums because then I'm going to ruin them. So I went for Simon and Garfunkel Greatest Hits.
You don't listen to Simon and Garfunkel.
I've never listened to Simon and
Oh, is
Garfunkel.
that
That's
the
why I've
point?
taken them. So I
Oh,
can take
man.
them. I've got a new album I've never heard of, and I'll probably hate it the first time.
Oh
But then it
Literally.
can grow on me, and I've got replayability there.
Your alcohol will be gone in like a day.
So I've got
Oh
at least
my
a month's
God.
worth
Right,
of
they
listening
are.
there, haven't I? You know what I mean?
They're
Just
not
just
bad.
turn it on my head. I
just
just
couldn't
like the
imagine
name
you listen.
Garfunkel, if I'm honest. It
I-
just come to mind.
I could not imagine you listening to Simon and Garfunkel.
Yeah.
Do,
I've just never heard it, so I thought I know my granddad talks about him. So I just
you're going to
thought,
get there. You're going to listen to listen to it for the first time. You're going to say to us, "Oh, boys, I've messed up here."
yeah, but I go, oh
How's he
shit, that. But
talking
then
to
a
us?
month later, a month into
Are we on
the,
this? We need to right.
Well,
we're
we
gonna
don't
say
know, Ollie,
first
it's
and
the
foremost- No, ask the high powers as you can hear him. Are we
Maybe.
on the same
Well,
island or
I
not?
think we're on the same
We've got a
island.
bus going
No, the
past.
boss. I do.
And we've got-
apologise.
We're outside, by the way, guys. Just
Yeah,
let you
sorry
know.
about that. We've got contact, but we can't physically get to each other. Like maybe we're.
Why? How
Maybe
does that
I
work?
can shout to you like, Charlie, you're right, mate. And shout
Charlie,
back and go,
John
"Yeah."
Bloody Mary. No, mate. Fuck off.
throw it off at trees. And there's like a big tree section or something.
Well, no, because
I think we're getting into
We're getting
this.
too into
The
this, yeah.
infrastructure's getting a bit
honestly, I
difficult.
reckon we're just on the same island together.
We're
Yeah,
on the
okay,
same
we'll
island.
run that,
Okay.
we'll run that.
But anyway, yeah. So I thought, you don't want a good mood, you go on a good song, you'll get bored of it. And then I can listen to it and think, bloody hell, what have I done here? This is shit.
Yeah,
and, then,
but
and then a
thing
month
is-
later, when I'm really bored, I can be like, I'm going to try it again. And I can listen to it again. And eventually, I'll like it. And
Hardcore
then
fan.
I think you
Yeah.
have to force yourself to like it. Which I
And
think
then
means
you have a
wouldn't
story
it.
like Ollie's. I saw Simon Garfunkel, and I was going to ask him.
I saw Garfunkel.
Sign my left foot, but
Yeah.
yeah,
I didn't.
I didn't.
I bottled it. Yeah.
but.
Go
So
on,
the
Jack,
thing
go
is
on.
then,
Go
so
on,
if
you're
we're
the
all on the same
musician,
desert
yours should
island,
be
This is
the
about to
best.
say. I'm interested to see what you've picked.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
the musician, so yours should be the most interesting.
Oh, I
really.
don't know. But if we're on the same desert island,
Yeah.
you're gonna be like coming over. You're gonna be wanting to listen to my music. I can't be having that.
I think that's allowed there. I think that's how
No,
it is.
that's my that's my prized possession.
Okay, maybe on the same
We
island, so we
really
can
I
see
don't-
each
I
other.
don't- listen to Simon Garfunkel.
We should have taught this out.
We should have,
before.
yeah. We've gone a bit too meta. Haven't we? Is it meta or I can't remember the saying now.
No, we just texted each other about 20 minutes before we were meant to do this, saying, "No, we should probably do this now."
Doesn't
I
give away
reckon-
that we're unprepared.
No, we're not. We're
I
not.
reckon
Makes us sound unprepared.
we're all on the same island, but there's snipers watching us, and if we use each other's items, the powers that be shoot us and we die.
I think I just
Nah.
I think I just end it all.
I just don't want to
I
listen to your Simon and Garfunkel album, mate. That's
You'll
what I'm saying.
regret that a month in.
know.
Because you'll be like, I'm so bloody bored of this brilliant album.
go
I'll
on
be
then.
like,
You'll go to
see,
you'll
should
go.
have took
You'll go
Simon.
do you want to do a swap? Do you want to have a song? I go, oh yeah, mate. No, I've not listened to that in a while. And you'll be like, I'm not having it back.
and then you've got the crap one, and I've got the good one. I've got the rifles and thinking about.
Nah, I'd keep my Rifles album, thank you.
Good stuff. Well, I'll go on to my album then now.
Go on then.
My favourite band in the world is called Eels. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of them.
The Eels.
I mean, we would not have
No,
a clue.
not the Eels. Eels. Just Eels.
EELS.
Yes.
Are they quite
Ooh.
big or?
They're really big.
In what
They're really
country?
big in like the late 90s,
Oh,
kind of
okay.
like early 2000s.
Are they from the UK or?
No, they're from America.
Oh, so
Um,
probably shit then.
His dad actually had an office in the Twin Towers, and
Oh.
he was the one. His dad. It was the one day he didn't go into work, and that's when it hit.
That is
That
very
is
lucky.
mental. That's a good
It's
fact.
crazy.
very
That's a fact about his dad. Eels is one man basically, but he has a band behind him.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I just went for Eels' greatest hit. I just think he's
Right.
the best musician
I'll
of
be
all
honest with you
time.
guys. I'm a bit pissed off here
Why?
because you're going for the greatest hits.
yeah, well, you
because
got to.
I didn't think about it. I thought we were going for like a genuine album.
Oh, we did have this conversation while you went to the
Yeah,
toilet.
you went for a wee, and I was like, "Are we
Right.
allowing greatest hits?" Because I wanted Simon and
You
Garfunkel,
see,
and
this is the
Charlie
problem.
said,
So
"Yeah." So.
I've missed out. So I've just gone for one album, just play has like 12 songs in it.
Yeah, but I want to listen
Well,
to the
you should have been
span.
here when the powers that be
Right.
were explaining the rules, mate.
I wanted to just span of.
I'm going to
career.
change slightly. I'm going to go
No,
for
no,
the
no,
Great
no,
Escape
you've already put it in your
Anniversary
bag.
Edition, alright, which has a few
Oh.
more songs on it.
Okay. Well, I was about to say you've already put it in your backpack and
No,
it's been locked away.
I was
but
going to change to the.
if it's just
special
moving
edition.
to the anniversary
We're just
edition,
upgrading.
I can have that.
I can't. I'm raging. I can't let you pick the greatest hits.
This is what happens when you're
I
not
think
here
that's cheating.
for the meeting
When
about.
you're here for the rules, and you're not weeing, blame
Well,
your
I'm sorry,
bladder,
but
Ollie.
my bladder
Blame
was-
your
My
bladder.
bladder was too full.
Here comes a motorbike.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh no,
Oh,
that's a
there's
car.
no, hold on.
We can hear it.
Hold on.
Yeah, guys. So we're going outside. There it is.
There we are.
Entertainments within
We're
entertainment.
doing Elsa's outside to be social distance. We're all 2.5 meters apart.
Not that you can see because we've stopped recording now. 'Cause like on the camera, 'cause it's
But just take our word for
hard work.
Yeah,
Take our word for
promise you.
it. So I just go for Eels. That was my album, greatest hits.
Brilliant.
Ears. If anyone's never listened to Eels, I'd recommend them
I've
very
got a
much.
lot to go and listen to and watch after this. I've got to go and watch SpongeBob SquarePants movie, Simon and Garfunkel.
Just put it all on at the same time, mate.
Try rum and
Do what Ollie does. He
Yeah.
can't. He don't have time to watch things individually. Just
Just
back them
put
all
all
on
on
at the
at
same
once.
time.
Time, yeah.
I can get drunk on rum and seawater. That's why I'm
Yeah.
doing it all.
You have to go to the seaside first.
Yeah. Or I can
Get
make
some
No, you
skeggy
just-
water.
Oh,
you
a fish. I'll get it sent over.
No, go get some Skegness water. Some
Yeah.
Blackpool water.
Yeah, go on then.
Oh, I'm sure that's
Good
clear
idea.
as, clear as
It's
day.
like-
That is
it's like-
beautiful.
Evian, but seawater.
Yeah. That's not. Yeah. I was gonna get rid of. Oh no.
Or just put some salt in some water.
That's
Which
what I
would
was gonna
literally
say.
make
but I
more
thought-
sense. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be less
You don't get.
mileage.
You don't get the
The shit.
the
from
the fish poo and stuff like that.
Yeah,
You know what I
the
mean?
shit.
Surely that's organic.
Oh,
Yeah, but that's what makes it seawater, isn't it? That's what makes
Yeah.
it. That's what changed it from salt water to fish poo, like and wee and all that good
Organic. That's the good stuff.
stuff. Yeah, exactly.
We're having the artificially preserved, putting salt in water stuff. Don't want that.
No.
Want
Oh,
the
that's
stuff from
preserved
Blackpool with a bit
water.
of sand in it as well.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
Lovely.
Jesus Christ.
Right then,
What
so
have we got off to?
We've done the free, the beer, the film, and the music, and now it's time for the wild cards, where it's going to get a
See,
bit
these are
strange.
these are the weird things. These are the ones what you can let your mind go wild a bit.
I think I've gone a bit too wild.
So Ollie, can you hit us up with your wild card at number 1?
So first one, it's quite practical to be honest with you, and I'm probably going to take a piss out of this, but the first one is for me is duct tape
duct tape.
because I think it's just useful.
That is a good point.
So a branch falls off a tree, I'll duct tape
No,
it
like
back.
you could make a shelter out
You
of duct tape.
can make anything out of
You
duct
can
tape,
literally
can't
Well,
you?
take out
is this,
duct tape.
how much duct tape you taking here?
Well, if we're getting a drop off a beer every week, mate, I think we can get a drop
Chuck
off
some
of duct
duct
tape
tape
as
in
well.
there.
Nah,
It's just a luxury
much
item. It's
weight.
something we can get hold of, innit? Let's
It's
just say that.
I just think it'd just be so useful. You could build a city out of duct tape, I reckon.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
could build a new civilization. out of duct tape.
100%. So
Exactly.
You could build a bridge back to civilization.
or even
Have
a
you seen-
boat, which would make more sense.
Speaking of
Yeah.
which, have you seen that? I can't remember where I saw it. I think it was on YouTube. I think there's literally like a channel. I can't remember the name of it for the life of me. I'll have to have a look for it. But of a channel based on making shit out of duct tape. And like it just makes
Mythbusters did a lot of
everything
stuff
out
out
of
of
duct
duct
tape.
tape.
Ooh,
I love the
Mythbusters made a
Mythbusters.
bridge out of duct
I know what
tape.
I'm doing after this.
They made a boat out of duct tape. They made a lot out of duct tape.
Did you see
They,
that,
they made a cannon out of duct tape.
Oh, that advert when it's not duct tape, but that like flexi tape is like
flexi tape, and then you like he cuts a boat in half and then puts it back together with flexi tape.
That's damage, and then like slams that tape
Yeah.
on. He's like, no,
Yeah.
good as new.
That thing you put on Twitter, by the way. About what was it?
So if anyone wants to go over to my Twitter and look at this video, it's just a funny video. Don't know why that came up.
What is it? It was just random. It was basically an advert for like bedding, weren't it?
Guy selling bedding, yeah. So
Like it was a mattress. It was like pillows and that. But it was just
it was like David Brent, like Ricky Gervais' character David Brent, but then he had the script of Steve Coogan's what's it called? What's his famous character called?
Alan Partridge.
Alan Partridge, yeah.
Yeah.
Like a script from Alan Partridge, but it was David Brent saying it.
Oh,
was
right.
hilarious.
it was.
I'm gonna have to
funny.
watch that now. I ain't
So
seen
that's
it.
Charlie App 98. If anyone
Not
to
to
watch
bring
that.
you off the topic, but yeah, duct tape.
So duct tape.
Duct
Go
tape.
on, Jack. You let us know what you want going to take as a wild card 1.
Oh yeah, wildcard 1. Right, wildcard 1. I promise wildcard 2 is more interesting, but wildcard 1 is something quite useful. It's anti-allergy tablets. You know, like,
Jesus
what are they
Christ.
called?
Are you expecting a lot of plants and
Well,
pollen there?
I'm in this country. I get bitten by a midgie, and I'm like my face swells up 3 times size, and I just thought, you know what? I can't be coping well on a desert island. I mean, you get bitten by a midgie in England, and I'd nearly die. Imagine I'm on a desert
But
island. I
surely
thought,
you're drinking enough Bloody Marys to warn away.
yeah, maybe.
You're going to stink of vodka and tomato juice.
But maybe they like that. They like sticky stuff, don't they, bugs?
Maybe.
I feel like you know what I mean. I don't want to be itching all the time because I just
Maybe
end
if
up
you just
topping myself.
Eat the bugs or get scared of you and then
Yeah,
then I
maybe.
buy it. That's a very sensible thing to
Antihistamine.
See, I don't think it is. I don't think it's a bit pointless. Like if you're going to be on a desert island,
Nah,
You're
it's
gonna be
only
fucked
pointless
anyway.
until your eyes are literally
see-
burning.
See, to
because
be honest, my next one is actually I could actually ruin Jack's life with my next one.
oh, go on.
Yeah. So my wild card was first one is seeds.
Seeds.
So SEEDS seeds.
Yeah.
So I can just lob them at Jack and it gets in his eyes
And I'm like,
all the
"Eh."
pollen. And then
Pollen all in me
anti-allergy
and-
tablets don't work. I was just thinking, right, so I've got some seeds.
And you're
could
going to plant
have-
it on sand. Nice one.
Well, no, I'll go and find some dirt, plant it, bit of seawater, a bit of Ollie's rum on it.
Yeah.
I
Kill
can
it.
grow some food. I don't know what it'd be. I'd maybe take.
See, I think you're thinking too long term.
Well, I'm planning on. I'm surviving, mate.
No, I reckon like give it a few weeks, I'm dead. So that's what I've picked.
It's a bit morbid, isn't it?
No, because I reckon there's no point in living if you're just on an island. It'd be boring.
Well, no, that's what you got your movie
Get in
for.
the spirit of it all.
See,
I'm
this
in
is
the spirit,
why
and this is what I
you're gonna
do.
You're gonna listen to your bloody what's it called, Guns album or whatever it is, Rifles, and you're gonna be
Guns,
bored
yeah.
after listening to it once. You're gonna top yourself. I'm gonna listen to Simon and Garfunkel for months because I'll have to be like, I'll get 3 songs in and I'll be like, oh fuck this shit.
He's got greatest hits. He's got.
I've got the
he's
greatest
years.
hits,
Don't, I'm
man.
raging.
He's
The
the
best of
It's
Simon,
cheating.
S&G, Simon and Garfunkel.
The S&G boys.
Right, so you're getting seeds then, yeah?
Yeah, seeds.
Oh yeah,
What
we're on
seeds?
seeds.
I'm gonna have a mixed bag of seeds.
You
It could
can't
be
have a
anything.
mix. Oh, this is
Yeah,
annoying.
I'm gonna go- I'm gonna
You're
go- I'm gonna-
pushing
I'm
the
gonna go-
boat
Can't,
out
can't
here.
you eat seeds? I just eat the seeds. I don't even bother planting.
I'm gonna
them.
go to the seed shop before we go. I'm gonna go look.
Seed
just chuck
shop?
A little bit of everything.
The
in this
greatest
bag.
hits of
can't
seeds.
do
Yes,
that.
yes, the lightning seeds.
You're pushing this out of
Oh,
bounds
yeah,
a bit.
that-
I'm
like
doing it. I am
You're
doing it. Like
pushing
Jack
it.
said, I'm
You're
doing that.
both breaking it. I'm going
I'm
to talk to this
eclectic.
higher power. and
Why,
have a
why
word.
can't I have antihistamine?
It's not even has the, it's
Jack,
the
Jack, it's
greatest
pointless having a mix. I've got seeds.
Yeah,
Got a
you're just
lot of
gonna
seeds in.
poison me with seeds.
seeds. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just.
You
gonna-
should take
I'm gonna-
antihistamine. I'm gonna take nuts just to kill you. I'm gonna can I change my antihistamine to
Ollie's,
nuts so I can
um,
kill
I'm not-
Ollie?
Ollie's
I
allergic
might
to
just take a
nuts.
Yeah, I
cyanide
should say
tablet
that.
instead. That'll just make things quicker.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring a gun just so I can kill Ollie because he'll get on my nerves that much after a week.
I do not promote using firearms on this desert island.
How about cyanide?
No,
Okay.
only in the form of apple seeds,
That's the point. We can
Or
use your seeds.
bananas. Don't bananas have cyanide in them?
potassium.
Is it potassium? Bollocks. Wrong one.
Yeah, apple seeds.
You could do
have
it that
cyanide.
way if you had enough bananas.
Kill
Yeah.
overdose on bananas.
Yeah.
I wonder how many bananas you have to eat.
I remember I
to
did
kill someone.
watch something and it is a lot.
There's a lot of
Like
bananas.
to the reckon, I don't think you'd be able to do it.
And that's for next week's
Like,
podcast.
chuck up. We try and eat as many bananas. Do you ever do that challenge? This is left field again. I'm sorry, guys, we're going off topic. But do you ever do that challenge, the Coke and banana challenge?
No, what's that?
You have to eat as many bananas as you can until you're like nearly sick, then down Coke until you're sick.
Why?
I don't know. It was one of the things that went around in like year 7 at school. Everyone did it. It was really weird.
Your year group sounds really stupid.
Yeah, but you also did. You ever do the rubber challenge? Where you got to like rub the rubber on the back of your hand.
Oh,
till it
I never did
bleeds,
that.
And then it's just scars. Don't do it, kids.
Why?
Or the salt and ice challenge, where you put salt in your hand and drop an ice cube on it. It burns and sticks to your hand, and you can't get it off, and it just burns on
I
your
think.
hand.
I
We're just mini psychopaths, I think.
it sounds
I
like
think
it.
kids are just like that.
Yeah.
But maybe it's prepared you for the desert island.
Yeah.
So Ollie, gone then. I want to know your wild card number 2.
Right. Okay. So I've thought about it quite long and hard. I'm gonna go for a spork.
A spork.
So
Come
if
on, mate,
anybody
that
doesn't
isn't-
know,
Is it just a miniature, like just one you get from like M&S when you have like a
No, so-
fancy salad?
a spork. Yeah. It's like that, but it'd be made out of metal.
Is that size?
Yeah. So if anybody doesn't know, a spork is an amazing utensil. It's a fork and a spoon.
Is it not a knife as well?
No.
No, because then it'd be a
No, I'm pretty sure you can get like a serrated edge on it where
To
it's
be
like
fair, that yes, I think you might be able to.
it's
That
got
would be
a
useful.
A sprucken.
A spook. But no, so I went for a spork because I think in my 1 week I'd be living, I might as well enjoy it, and I think having eaten from my hand it would just annoy me. So I think I've got to have a utensil to eat out
Can
of
eat coconut with his spork.
yeah,
I don't know how he's going to open it, but
with my spork.
With his spork, use the knife bit.
is
Yeah.
it like a titanium spork?
Yeah, I mean I'd get a strong one. I'd get custom built. I'll probably get my initials on it as well, just to.
Yeah.
So we can't use
Just
it.
so we don't steal it and you go, "Oh, who's got my spork?" And I go,
And
this,
they'll
is
be like, no, this is my spork. It's not. It says OG on it.
It's just legs in it. So like when one day they come and dig up the island, they find my spork and it says
Yeah.
OG. They know
You're
it's
very
mine.
accepting of what's going to happen, aren't you?
Well, I
Yeah.
just think you guys are being a bit too optimistic. I think you've got to accept the facts that
That's what keeps pushing.
Ollie's
All.
dead in a week.
that'll be done the week.
But he's got a
At
spork.
least we've
so
got
don't
more
worry.
room, more food.
That's it. We get your spork.
And you
Not
can,
like
yeah,
you
you
used
can,
to anyway.
you can use my
I'll chuck
spork.
the Rifles album in the
in
the
sea,
water.
in the sea, yeah.
But
Nice.
I don't mind watching Fury.
Ah,
What about you,
Yeah.
Jake?
well, you're gonna.
Yeah, I don't mind.
That's
The
why we
room- the
agreed
room's
that
good.
if you watch
Oh,
our
that's a good
Star
point.
stuff, you'd get shot.
What's that?
We agreed that if you watch each other's stuff or listen to each other's
Nah.
stuff.
Yeah, but not when you're dead.
Yeah, I say rules changed, mate.
Oh,
If you're dead, have
Jesus.
bags in your stuff.
All right. Then. I'll let you have it. That'll be nice.
Well, my wild card number 2 is kind of close to Ollie's. He's gone for a spork. I've gone for a spade.
Right, that is not close in one bit.
I'm sorry, Ollie. I can scoop up yogurt with my
First
spade.
of all, there's a size difference, quite a big one.
Well, either way, mate, I can still scoop stuff with it. I can still
scooper.
technically cook
Right,
things
if you
with
can eat right next
This is
week,
important.
if you can eat a coconut with a spade, right, I'd be
Film
very
that. You know what?
impressed.
Can we film that afterwards and just stick it on the end and just Charlie trying to eat a coconut with
I'm
a
pretty
spade?
sure I could do that as well, to be honest.
I
Can,
think
we,
you
can we
could.
say, do you actually mean a spade or do you mean a shovel? Because there is a difference.
No, there is, and I always forget which one's which.
Right, a spade's for digging. That's the one that's like flat.
Yeah, and a shovel's for
and a
moving.
shovel's like for moving
Pointed.
stuff. So you
It's like
scoop.
pointed.
You know, they're like rounded, a bit more rounded, so you can scoop things. And
Yeah,
a
yeah.
spade's like flat for like smashing down into the ground and digging.
Yeah, but so what are the ones that are pointed?
A spade.
That's a
is-
spade,
That
yeah.
would be a spade.
Yeah, because I know the difference. Like when I look
We
at
obviously
them.
don't.
Yeah.
But
No,
you-
I just don't know
I
the
swear you do
words.
gardening on the side as well.
Yeah, I'm
That
meant
is
to be a
tragic.
part-time gardener as well, but apparently I don't know what.
Yeah, no,
yeah.
you are thinking of a spade. Well done, sir.
I'm gonna go for the one that I can dig stuff up with, because I can
Yeah,
also use that to
spade.
move stuff as well.
And you can plant your
Jesus.
seeds with it.
Yeah, and then when Ollie decides that he's had enough and I have to bury him.
Bury him with his spork.
Yeah, yeah.
I can dig with my spork.
Okay.
It'd take
then,
you a
mate.
lot longer, mate.
Yeah, but it'll also take me a lot quicker to eat a coconut. Mate, pros and cons.
I literally, I've got a spade. with
You're
a
not
sharp edge,
eating a
I
coconut
just-
with a spade.
I
It's
just
not going to
slam
happen.
it.
I'm just gonna eat it with my hand.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's
Right, go
how
on,
it-
Jack. You put us out. Have you picked something sensible there or not?
No,
Also, I can
no,
use my
Auntie's
spade
to
as a
me was
paddle.
sensible one.
Just to let you
Nice.
know.
I
A
went
paddle.
for a blindfold.
For fuck's sake.
A blindfold.
Yes, I can't
So you can
really remember.
ignore what's happening.
Yeah, I can't really remember my thought process here. I can a little bit. Well, on a practical sense, I mean, you know, at night on a desert island, you've got no light pollution, so it's going to be quite bright
So
from
why
the
the fuck-
stars.
Wait, no, it wouldn't.
Surely it's like the opposite.
It's the
gonna be like-
complete opposite.
Well, anyway, and then
that
two,
Right.
two, I went for this is it. This
Terry,
was,
wash this.
this was
wash
it.
this
So I
boys.
thought I'm going to take something to entertain me. Yeah,
A
I thought-
blindfold.
What, a pissing blindfold?
Well, I thought if I take my route, I was thinking like puzzles. Like I hate jigsaws; they just shite. I thought like
How about a
Rubik's
big
cube.
one?
I can entertain myself for hours with a Rubik's cube, but then I think I'd even get bored of that because it's quite repetitive, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I thought, what did I do as a child? You know, because like as a child, you're really like creative.
He was
and you can entertain
blindfolded and
yourself
put in
for
a
hours.
corner. Yeah,
And
that
you
sounds
know
safe.
what? Have you ever done that when you wake up in the middle of the night
And you
like,
blindfold
and
yourself.
you try and take yourself to the toilet without opening your eyes and doing it on memory? Or is this just me?
No.
I try and
Charlie, I
so-
think.
I try and-
Who are you? Who are we dealing with here?
So here,
I
did
try
not
and get
know Bert
around
as well.
places without opening my eyes, and I thought that would keep
I
me
think it's
entertained
just
for
silly.
hours. I could like
Especially-
open up, like I could like create obstacle courses and try and do it blindfolded. And
then
at night,
get
I've got a
eaten by-
blindfold so I can
get eaten
sleep.
by a tiger
Yeah.
and not know about it.
Yeah, but that's the risk you take on a
And
desert
then-
island, aren't I? You know
And
what
it's
I
a
mean?
good thing I've got a spade because I can.
Yeah, and you can bury me.
Yeah,
And
so-
then
I'm
back
betting
to
me,
my
I'd be,
stuff.
like I said, I'd be dead. After a
I'm
week.
more surprised, Jack, that you didn't say a deck of cards.
Honestly,
Yeah, but
I
even
was
decks of
expecting a deck
cards,
cards.
you get
Trust-
boring, don't
I think
you?
I'd get to the point where I get so annoyed about them, I just like lob them.
Yeah, and then if you lose one, you're fucked, aren't you?
So you could
You
use
got
them as-
52 cards. You
But
lose a
Honestly, I
card.
reckon a pack of cards would have been a better option because you can play games with cards.
I can play games with my blindfold.
But then you could have used your cards to make a fire.
But then I've got no cards.
But then you made a fire,
But I can use my blindfold to close my eyes and meditate and think there's a fire.
and then you get
Mind
really
over
bored.
matter. And then I think what we've learnt from this is I'm the most likely to die if I go to a desert island. In fact, no, Ollie, because he'll kill himself. But I'm the most likely to die of natural causes.
No, you're accidental.
Yeah, I've not really thought things through.
I'll just be in a corner watching the SpongeBob SquarePants movie.
Yeah, he'll be happy as Larry. He'll have everybody's
With seeds and
movies,
that bollocks.
everybody's CDs, his seeds.
I'll be eating
we'll all
seeds
be
for
dead.
days. Can eat seeds as well. That's another
I don't know. I think you're being too optimistic. I think you're just prolonging the torture.
If anyone at home has got any of their 5 things they take
For
to
the
this
2
desert island,
people whatever watch this.
yeah, just
um,
put it in the. If you're on YouTube, put it in the comments below. We do read our comments. We'll reply to you.
we do read
Yeah,
on
all 2
0
of them.
comments of I just know we have
Yeah,
one
we've had
comment.
2.
We
we've
have
had
2 now.
Oh, we have 2.
Should we read them out?
We're going up.
Have we got them?
We are not reading them
I
out
can't find
because
them right now.
there'd be no offense.
There'll be all hate
boring.
mail.
Yeah, there'd be.
Yeah. That Ollie. I wish
So
you-
guys, I forgot to tell you, I did get another rule from the powers that be.
Oh, fuck's sake.
We
This
have
is
got
the best rule.
we have been given another wild card, but they have chosen the wild card, and it comes in the form of a beer, which
We've already got a beer.
No, but this
no,
is
no,
another
but they're
beer.
giving us another beer because they're nice like that. And
Right.
this leads us on.
This is just one though. This is the only can we've got.
This leads us on to the weekly supermarket beer review, and this is the beer that they're going to allow us to take to the island.
I'm struggling. I'm cramped
I'm a bit
on space
excited.
here. If
Um,
anybody's wondering, by the way, you can't see us. It's pitch pissing black here.
Yeah, we've left it.
Like obviously because we're social distance, I can't see Bert at this rate. He's too far away and he's too dark.
Yeah.
Charlie's just got his torch in his phone for some reason, so
So
he's
I can
just
see-
blinding with his light. So yeah, that's where we're at.
It's lovely. It's atmospheric.
Oh, brilliant! Now I can see
but
Bert.
this week the supermarket beer is from Aldi. We love a bit of Aldi. They've
We
got a
do.
nice craft range at the moment, and this one is called Hop Till You Drop. It's a triple hopped pale ale at 4%.
Brilliant.
Has anyone tried this before?
No, can't
no,
wait to
I
try
have
this.
not.
I'm sure I'll enjoy it.
You get it. Well, you definitely get the hops when you open it.
Oh, brilliant.
I'll give you that. It's Ollie's favourite. This
So
one.
if anybody knows, if
it
anybody
smells
listens
quite
to the podcast,
pleasant.
I love a good hop.
I have got this beer up on Untapped, so I can. There's not actually a website for Hop Foundry. I think because
Because
it
they
is an
don't
Aldi
Yeah.
own brand thing. It's
It's not quite. I can't get much on the nose, to be fair.
I'm
It's
just
quite
going.
like a subtle hop.
I think
and
it's
it-
fruity.
Yeah, and a bit fruity, but not much. I mean, like I said, I do get hay fever.
I'd love to give you
So I'm
a
struggling to
description of
smell.
what it looks like, but I can't see it because it's too dark.
I'm looking down reviews at the moment.
It's quite pale.
I'm getting fresh and hoppy.
Did you say it's vegan? This?
Yes,
It's
it is vegan.
It's very. It's
It smells
clear,
like-
which is a shock for a vegan.
It smells like beer. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Maybe it's a lie.
Yeah, maybe we've been lied to. Is Aldi lying to us?
So it's crafted in small batches with Citra, Summit, and Galena hops.
Mm.
And the UK Chief Medical Officer recommends adults do not regularly drink more than 14 units a week.
Oh
Brilliant.
dear, I'm dead.
And this is, how many units is this? 1.8. So
Oh.
don't worry, guys, you've still got.
We can have
fair
we
few.
can have 6 more.
Look at that.
Within a week.
Yeah,
14, mate.
Wow.
I am dead.
Yeah.
Anyway, the can. I know I like to do my weekly can review.
Again,
I
I
like
can't see the can.
I'm a fan of the can. It's like a blue with like
Oh.
circles with orange and yellow in them.
I thought it was donuts at first. I think
It
it's
does
meant
look
to
like
be,
donuts.
Vinyls or something.
Yeah, it does look like donuts actually. We're gonna
And-
from now on I will refer to this beer as donut beer.
And it's a bigger beer than we've had before. It's
That's
a
it.
440 mil.
It's a like a lager sized can.
So it's all gonna go to waste then for me. Great.
No, I'll finish it.
No, we can't. You can't,
I'm
mate.
not
We're social
driving.
distancing.
And it's widely recycled
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
that's a good point.
Yeah.
I can't share, can I?
No. What a shame. What a shame. I can't.
Where's
wait
it
to
made?
It's not
It
like-
is
just gone
made
for
in
my first taste.
Warwickshire.
So excited. Are we tasting this or what?
Warwickshire.
Warwickshire, yeah, let's go for a taste. Let's do it.
Yep. Shit.
Straight to the point.
There's definitely not much body there. I'm going to
No.
let you all know that now.
Yeah, that body thing is gone. There's nothing there. It's honestly, it just tastes like beer.
Right. It's quite
Ah,
plain.
Disgusting.
It's a very low bitterness. I'd
Yeah,
say.
like
It's
a
hoppy
hint,
beer.
a hint of fruitiness, a hint of. You know what?
Ah, man, that's vile.
I don't mind it though. I quite like
Do
the
you not
fact
think it
it's
tastes
not.
like lager?
It does a bit.
No, it doesn't, because I like lager, and that does not taste nice.
I think it's got a lagery a lot. It tends to the more lager side.
Ollie's just
I
in
can't think of the
Colin
words now. Tends more towards the lager side. I feel like this would be quite a good entry bit. Yeah.
No, maybe I'm talking from an uneducated standpoint now. I'm just saying
feel
beer
like-
words.
Not like you need an entry level beer, but I feel like if you're a lager drinker
Yeah.
and you've not really drank much beer, I feel like they wouldn't mind this.
Is this be on your list in the tap for beers that you'd like push on lager drinkers?
Yeah, yeah.
I
So
know,
if
I know you're
someone
known
says,
for that.
"Oh yeah, I like to,"
Jack's on a crusade.
yeah. It's not like if they generally try it and don't like it, I don't mind. I just can't stand them people that come in and go like, "Oh no, I don't touch real ale." Have you tried it? And they go like, "Oh, which ones have you tried?" Like, "Oh no, I've never tried it. It's shit."
No, because I think what it is you taste one and they all taste the same.
Like,
Whoa,
to
whoa,
Ollie,
whoa,
Ollie
whoa,
genuinely
whoa, whoa,
doesn't
whoa,
like
whoa,
it.
No, my
What did you
taste
just
buds.
say then?
What
My
did you say?
You
taste
said you
buds
try one
aren't-
and they're all the same.
My
All
taste
real
buds,
ales are the same.
my taste buds aren't developed enough. Like for me, they all
Okay.
just taste
I
like
think
pure
you've
shit.
just saved yourself there.
No, but
I
they
don't
are.
know,
Like,
mate.
I'll,
If we're
I'll
on the
fully
desert
admit
island right
it.
now, my spade would be coming out.
I hope to God that in the future when I'm an older man that I enjoy it. But at the minute,
A part of
it
John
just
Smith's.
doesn't taste nice. Like, you know what I mean?
You're gonna be a John Smith drinker, I know it.
That's part of
You
my
reckon?
argument is
I
that
know.
like no two beers taste the same when it's real ale. Like you compare a stout and a session pale, and then
both taste like shit.
there's
But-
nothing.
But
There's
in
no
Ollie's eyes, they all
comparison.
taste the same.
No, they do. They all just taste like. I don't know. I just don't know. I just do not like them.
It's
The
also
guy
very
who works in a
sessionable.
real
this.
pub.
From
for-
another
Well, that's why
point of
that's
view.
why I got fired, really. So
from another point
Can I
of
fire
view.
you again?
For
Yeah.
for the already beer drinkers.
shout out to
The-
Kingsmill, whose lorry's just gone past.
Oh yeah. Look, we're still open for
Other-
sponsorship, guys. Come
Other
on.
brands are available.
Go on, mate. So we keep
Um,
interrupting you.
So it's
Sorry,
alright. From a already initiated standpoint, it's very sessionable. I feel like it's one of them beers I would quite happily sit and have a socially a responsible session on it.
And socially distance drink
Socially
with your
distance,
friends. Only six of you then.
Yeah, you can have
I'm
six
getting
in
a
the garden.
sweetness from it. That's what I'm getting now.
Yeah.
Ollie's
Well,
still
the
getting the
more
I
taste.
really
of
don't
it.
know how you're pulling all these words out about it. It just tastes like I don't know.
Because we're cultured, Ollie.
It tastes
like beer.
It
just tastes like- it tastes like every beer I've ever had.
Like beer.
The more I drink it, the more I actually like it, which I suppose is a good trait to have when it's a session beer.
Yeah, it does. It's nothing special, but it wins you over in the end.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's persistent.
Oh,
Keeps
is that
bugging
another
you.
taste.
It's also
And it's
only
got worse.
4% as well, so you can actually afford to have a few.
And you can understand why the flavours aren't so powerful because
Yeah, because it's designed to be a session beer. I feel
low ab.
it's a bit misleading when it says like triple hopped. Because then you see that you think, oh, it's
But-
going to be all this mega hoppy, really nice beer. And then you try, and it's like, oh,
But it's not
just
a
like
lie, Jack, because they have put 3 different
Yeah,
types
yeah,
of hops in it.
technically it's a triple hop, but you know what I mean. It's just like a little, no nice session
Well,
beer.
no, they've not put they've forgot to put the rest of the hops in probably.
Yeah,
They've half
No.
measured it.
yeah.
It just persists in your mouth. Like it doesn't go away.
Sorry, Ollie.
I can just.
I'm
just
sorry
keep
I've ruined your
tasting it.
night.
Oh.
I like how much you poured out into your glass as well,
No, 'cause I know. I don't know why we got glasses when we could just drink it out of the can.
because that's how you get the nose of it and you
And
get the
you've
whole
got to-
full
and you
flavour.
can see
To be
it
fair,
and-
I think I can imagine it tastes better in a glass, but it just tastes like pure shit to me anyway. So
Where did I go on? I went on a whiskey tasting course, and he said the best way to smell whiskey is to open your mouth and then smell through your nose.
I find the best way to smell whiskey is to smell it.
Yeah, that's also a
I
very
find
good
it's just
technique.
not a big deal, especially when you're stuck on a desert island like we
It
are.
is. But
That's a good
I
point.
think I'm a little bit annoyed about this this beer choice by this high force that's making us go to the old desert island. I think they've not. I think we wanted strength. I want to maybe forget that I was on the desert island, but
Honestly, the taste of it just doesn't go out of your mouth. I
we've
can
got the
still,
expert over here,
I
Ollie.
can still, I can still taste.
So,
Just
Ollie, can you
beer.
have a bio for this beer? The taste just never goes.
But I think
It
that
just never
beer,
goes,
doesn't,
mate.
don't you
It
think
Could
that-
be a good thing.
Don't you
that
think
could
that
be
the taste of
slogan.
beer just stays in your mouth for a while?
That's
Yeah.
the good thing about it.
Ah,
If you like
yeah.
beer.
Oh, I'm not a fan. Not a fan. I'm
Anyway,
very lucky.
Ollie wants
I'm
just to
so
taste it
lucky.
once, and
I
that
feel
bit
like-
tastes like
I'm
water.
so
now.
lucky I don't work at the pub anymore.
I feel like if we
so
carry
I'll
on,
just get-
Ollie's just going to keep slating this beer over and over again.
Yeah,
Can we
right.
go for a yay or nay?
We're
Would
gonna
you
do a score.
recommend? I
We're
want
gonna
a recommendation first.
Okay.
If someone went to you on a bar full of beer, and they sold this one, in, would you recommend having that? And you had a bar full of beer?
In that context, nay.
Nay. Ollie?
If you like beer,
For God's
Oh, just do one, mate.
no, not a
Go on.
fucking chance. Not a chance.
Not a chance.
No, no.
You go for the old moot cider instead.
Oh.
It's lovely. Cherries and berries.
This is very nice.
Yeah, I'd hate to say I'd definitely go nay. I'd join everyone else. I
Great.
think it's just
So
it's
Oh,
just
but-
not
We've come
tingling
to
the
the
taste
Yeah.
conclusion.
buds.
On terms of scores, though, I'd actually give it a 6, which is actually all right, I think, because it's actually not a bad beer. It's just boring. So when you're comparing it to other beers, you wouldn't recommend it, would you? You know what I mean? I think that's the thing.
No, definitely.
You've got loads of better options, but this isn't a bad one. It would be my point.
The thing is that when you've got this whole world of beers, and you're calling someone a triple hop, you're expecting, like you say, the massive pop, and
Yeah.
you're up against all these other triple hops. Like you were drinking a triple hop last week, weren't you, Jack?
Oh, I was
I
a
don't
very
think this
nice one.
compares anywhere near.
No. I was drinking
Devel.
the
No?
Devel triple hop, which
Citra.
yeah, so the Devel obviously is a Belgian beer. Devel's a very nice beer
Obviously.
anyway,
we all knew that.
and Devel's very famous, Ollie. If you
Yeah,
ever
yeah.
go to Belgium,
Yeah, 'cause I've been to Belgium.
Everywhere you go,
excuse me,
you can't get the taste out of your mouth. Drinking that much of it.
This segment.
Yeah,
Um,
maybe you're allergic to beer.
I bet it's lovely in your ears for the listeners at home. But yeah, and that was an amazing beer. In fact, I might see if I can get some more of it.
Definitely.
For the
Could do
podcast,
do a
'cause it's
taste
very
test
nice.
on it.
It's also, I think it was 9.6%. So it was
Good one. That is.
Still not as strong
That's
as
one for the
Kraken.
Desert Island. In fact, I might change mine to Devel Triple.
Whoa,
No, it's still not
No,
as strong
Jack,
as Kraken.
It's already been put in the backpack.
That's a good
You've
point.
already,
yeah.
they've already poured it all the Bloody Marys into your backpack.
I've
It's just a big soggy bag.
I've missed my opportunity now.
A big soggy
Oh.
bag.
So what was your score, Jack? Did you give us a
I
score?
went for a 6.
A 6.
Good
Well,
but boring.
I like it. Got them.
I'm going to go
Ollie.
same as last week. I'm going to go for a 1.
I want ooh, consistent. I'm gonna go for a 3.5. Don't do it for me. I think I scored last week's low as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. I think I did.
What was last week's beer?
Oh.
I've had beer since.
Yeah. I'm. Last week was.
Last week was the Rust one on Wednesday, weren't it?
Huh?
Wait, which one was last
Drank it
week?
we did it on the Wednesday after the quiz, didn't we?
Yeah.
I remember.
It
What beer was it?
I don't know.
I don't know. We're sat here
It
pondering.
can't have been that good because we don't remember it.
Definitely didn't score it that high.
I
Was it
no.
cider?
No, it weren't
No.
a side. I know it been.
No.
We can
fucking
always
grim.
listen back to the podcast, and you, the listeners here, can always listen back to our previous podcast and
And
find out what
Find out
beers
what
we
that
had.
beer was.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm too busy.
You're too busy.
Yeah, doing absolutely nothing.
That's it. Complaining about beer.
My voice annoys me. Like when you hear it back. Like when I edit this, it just gets on my nerves.
I suppose you edit it as well, so you've listened to it 4 times before it even comes out.
More than 4,
Yeah.
honestly.
When we record it, and the first time I hear it is when it was the same time.
So it's fair, you
guys
recorded
hear
it last week, didn't you, Charlie? So you
Yeah.
edited it. So
That's why it sounded terrible.
Because I am technically inept when it comes to anything like that, as these two.
I mean, we told you
yeah.
what, literally last week. Oh, but write a bit of a rough plan for next week's podcast. Yeah, we'll do, boys, we'll do. And then you went,
No, it wasn't a rough plan. It was organise a. You're get some beer news. I was like, all right, I'll do that. And then it was like we never even spoke about.
so what's the
news.
beer
And
And
news
then,
then?
he
it was
drank, he
binned
drank
it
a
off.
few beers. And he's like, "That's the news." I drank. a few
No,
That
beers.
is the news. So we just binned it off.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
but no,
We got a bit off track there.
well,
I
I
like
mean,
it.
That is literally the podcast. Is we just get off track constantly.
it.
We just chat utter shite.
Yeah.
So, I think it's fair to say we're all pretty much not going to survive this desert island. Definitely.
Ollie's gonna kill himself.
Right.
I'm gonna watch Simon Garfunkel, then run into a tree with a blindfold on, and a coconut kill me.
Yeah.
And Charlie will inherit all the stuff and be fine.
Yeah. So to be honest with you, it's
I'll probably be so sick from drinking Bloody Marys.
all for
I'll just I don't know, pass out.
and Charlie will last an
Heat
extra
stroke
week
and die.
than what we will.
Yeah. And then the
That's
inevitable
it.
call
and
of
then
the
the
sea
inevitable will come. Yes. Yeah.
will
So to be honest with
swallow
you,
it all.
The salty water.
it's been very unproductive.
Very unproductive.
Well, yeah, we've come up with absolutely nothing.
And
We're
a
going to die
complete
anyway.
waste of all your time.
I know, but maybe this will spike a conversation with our very loyal customers, with our listeners of the podcast.
Yeah.
What they want to do. Honestly, drop it in the comments
Cannot
below.
wait
I'd
for our
love to
5
hear.
listeners to say, wow, they're chatting utter bollocks.
Hey, optimism. Come on. I believe in all our listeners
I
here.
believe in listeners.
So, yeah, I think we've kind of...
We exhausted our limited
Yeah.
script what Bert did not write.
I always find after I've had the beer, I've just kind of start going, I'm tired.
I just kind of find us to go, right, let's all go mental. Let's all go and have a beer.
Let's go have a beer. Socially distanced, of course.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
So, I reckon we round it there. I think I've been Charlie.
I've been Ollie.
And I've been Bert.
Or Trub.
Or Trub.
You can call him
Or
whatever you want.
Jack.
Or Jack. Or
I am
Dorothy.
the
or
man of many names.
Yes.
Man of many names. So that has been the man of many names. We hope to all see you next week. Don't forget to drop us a like, a subscribe, a follow, a share, tell your nan.
All
I
that
don't know if
jazz.
there's anything, honestly, because we need to know we at least have 5 listeners.
Yeah, and if you've got
if we
this
can get
far, well
5
done.
likes, we will
Drink more beer.
Yeah,
have a pint for you.
Yeah, of course we will.
can't wait. Can't wait.
Won't do anything else. Yeah, so we'll see you all next week, and hopefully the pub should be open soon. Maybe.
Well, we'll
Got-
see. We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see. Laters.
Tupton Tap. It's the Tupton Tap, isn't it?